So if I could get you into a deep enough meditative state, we could do the exact same thing. But I think you're not going to take the time out of your day to spend hours and hours meditating. I know I'm not going to do it. None of us has the time to do that. Furthermore, it would take too many people. You'd have to do guided meditation. The whole thing, yeah, it would work, but it'd be a real pain, okay? The third time that your subconscious mind is open is while you sleep. When you fall asleep during that rapid eye movement sleep, the REM sleep, when you're first falling asleep and you know that feeling when your conscious mind is giving way to your subconscious mind and all of a sudden some weird dreams start to come out and you can still kind of control them but not quite, those are alpha waves. That's when your subconscious mind is opening up, okay? After that you fall into deep sleep and you use your theta waves, and that's when your eyes are twitching and you're dreaming, and that's when your mind is really processing all the information, all your emotions, all your thoughts, all the input from the day, okay? Then before you wake up again, that's when you start having those funky, weird dreams where you're coming back into alpha wave dream sleep, okay? All we had to do was figure out what do we need to say to your mind during alpha sleep and theta sleep to reprogram the subconscious mind. So then it was kind of just a trial and error. We had to try lots of different words, lots of different phrases. We found out what does work. We found out what does not work. That was an important thing to find out. We found out when it goes too far. We found out how to get you to sleep and how to keep you asleep. Because some of the programming that we used would wake you up. Well, that doesn't do you any good. You can't go without sleep. We had to get you to sleep, we had to keep you to sleep, and then we had to talk directly to your subconscious mind. So we had to use a very specific type of voice. It's a very deep, authoritative voice, okay? For a while we tried speaking in terms of the first person, saying, I am this, or I am not this. It doesn't work nearly as effectively as when we came back and actually said, you are this, you are that. Just like that little pretty girl who gets told, you are ugly. She can tell herself all day long, I am pretty, but she's going to listen to the voice that tells her, you are ugly, 1,000,000 times more than she'll listen to herself. Okay? On the other hand, you might have somebody who doesn't have the best upbringing, but they have a wonderful self-concept. Their self-concept, their self-confidence is just huge and beautiful because they had a loving environment. They were constantly told, you're smart, you're beautiful, you're wonderful. That's all we had to do is recreate that environment, and we could reprogram decades worth of subconscious programming. Now, I've had people ask me, is this some kind of weird, I don't know, subliminal message kind of a thing? And I always say, no, absolutely not. This is not any kind of a weird, funky subliminal. There's no ocean waves in the background. There's no multi-track recordings or weird voices talking backward or any weird junk like that. This is very clear, straightforward, to the point. As long as we use the right language and the right tone of voice at the right time, this stuff just works. And I've seen it work over and over and over again. All you have to do is go through the website, find a few programs that make the most sense for you. Now, we found that you probably don't want to run any more than about 10 to 12 of them at any time because they don't get repeated often enough through the night. Each one of them is 60 to 90 seconds long, and so if you're running more than 10 or 12 of them, it's too long of a time period. You won't hear them often enough during your sleep cycle. So I really would only recommend you running 5 to 6 programs at any one time. Just put them on your MP3 player. It's the easiest thing in the world to use. You put them on an endless loop, no music, you don't have to add anything else to it, you just fall asleep. You get used to, now I fully comprehend that it's a little weird trying to fall asleep with somebody talking in your ear, okay? It was weird for me, and it's my voice. I mean, it's not the easiest thing in the world. So, one of the things that we did was we used a little bit of a relaxation voice, something that would actually kind of lull you to sleep and help you to get to sleep while you're sitting here listening to this voice talking in your ear. But we definitely figured out that you don't want to have any music going or any background noise or anything like that. It's just going to mess the whole thing up. So anyway, here's what you do is you put it on, you listen to it, you get used to falling asleep with someone talking in your ear, and you'll sleep all night long. Now we know sometimes it really can give you some really funky dreams because it's breaking open some subconscious patterns that have been there a long time. And so I personally have had some weird experiences with dreams that were deeply symbolic, going back to some patterns I've had for a very long time. Anybody who knows me knows I had a very rough upbringing. I had some really scary stuff happen when I was a kid. And not only that, I was very overweight and just a lot of negative patterns in my life. And so when all that stuff started breaking open while I was asleep, that makes for some intensely weird dreams, okay? Get used to it. It's good for you, actually. You need to break those patterns. That's what you're doing this for, is to break those patterns, is to form new, positive patterns so that you don't have to think anymore. You want to have a good, healthy, positive, happy life without having to work at it every day. And that's how this works, okay? So you get used to the voice, and it's an authoritative voice, it's a deep voice, and it's a very monotone so that it doesn't wake you up. So it sounds creepy, okay? That's all I can say about it, is everybody that listens to it goes, ooh, that's creepy. Yeah, it is, okay? It's a little bit creepy, but it has to be, because that's what sticks in your mind, okay? That's what lets us talk directly to your subconscious mind. We tried other voices, they don't work as well as this. So just trust me. It's my voice. You can already tell I have a little bit of a deep voice, and then I even lower it below that. So it's creepy, all right? But you'll be fine, and you'll really like the results that you get out of it. Another thing that you want to look for as this is going on is you'll start to feel a conflict in your mind. So let's say you're doing the weight loss, and you go back for that second helping of food, and something in your mind goes, eh-eh. And it's almost like someone else's voice. It's the weirdest thing. And you're like, wait a minute, what's that all about? There's going to be some conflict as you're breaking through these patterns. That's a good thing. Rejoice in that. Be happy with that. That means it's working, okay? If you're a person who's always been very self-defeating, and you use our stuff about success and about achieving your goals, I guarantee you there's going to be some battles. I know this because I had it happen personally. I guarantee you there's going to be some battles that come to you during the quiet times of the day. And you're going to wonder where these weird thoughts came from. It's working, okay? Now granted, we can't promise the same kind of effects for everyone. I mean, the subconscious mind is a very intricate and delicate thing, and some people it's going to work better than others, okay? So maybe you won't have any results. I don't know, all right? Maybe you'll try it and it won't be worth anything, and you'll be like, oh, I wasted my $5. Okay, you wasted your $5. I'm sorry, it worked for everybody else, okay? But it's worked. It's worked every time so far, all right? So I'm not making any promises. I'm just telling you it works. Okay, I've seen it work. I've seen it work over and over again. We've been doing this for private individuals. Now it's available to you. So pick the ones that you want. Download the MP3s, put them on your MP3 player, listen to them at night. It doesn't get any easier than that. I mean, I'm giving you the key here, and all you got to do is listen to it. It takes absolutely no effort. And then here's what I need you to do. Send me an email telling me about your success stories, okay? Like I said, I had a difficult background. It fills me with joy to hear your success stories and to hear how this is impacting your life. That is I mean, these things are $5. It's not like I'm getting rich selling these, okay? $5. What I get a lot out of with this is knowing that it's changing people's lives, knowing that I'm taking people that have difficult backgrounds and helping them to live happy, more successful lives. That juices me. That's what I need. Okay, so send me those emails. Go to my website, sleepbreakthrough.com. You're probably already there if you're watching this video, but you might be watching it somewhere else. So that's how it works. Now you know. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me. I just want to leave you with the thought that if you want to change your life, change your mind. And change your life one night at a time. So this is the Sandman checking out, just wishing you sweet dreams and even sweeter life. Good night.